overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Johnson's got it complete. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. Before this season started, Johnson said this new offensive system would allow him to really be effective in the passing game. He actually likened it to 2016 when he had almost 900 receiving yards. He said one of his goals is to become the third player in league history to hit 1,000 yards rushing and receiving in the same season. They also noted that he's really comfortable in this scheme. It's like his college days at Northern Iowa when he was part of a team that based out of a shotgun with a running quarterback. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Running from the gun, Johnson. And David Johnson on his way. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Good. 20.
Stop your whining.
Hurry.
Let's go right here.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
Hey, number 28, Mike, he's coming.
On 2nd and 7, Mayfield is going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. A first down throw for Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most...
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. David Baker with a pick. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Christian Kirksey just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Murray now to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Murray with a third and long. Being chased out left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll take us to the end of the first quarter.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Go! Alert, alert! Alert, alert!
Mayfield on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll bring up a second down. So many connections between the two quarterbacks in this game, Baker Mayfield and Kyler Murray, both Heisman Trophy winners. Obviously, you've got the Oklahoma connection, both #1 overall picks. And both also won a state title in high school in the state of Texas, and neither guy is a very tall quarterback. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Hassan Reddick able to record his 5th sack of the season. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
Hey, Charlie! Run. Hey, alert, alert! Alert, alert! Recon, 132 fighter!
Check the backer!
Regular! Option! Big time shot!
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Well, he's going to go for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Watch safety creeping.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Cardinals. Christian Kirk, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones not having balls go through goalposts.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Hurry, hurry! 6-6, pull it high. Regular. Hey, zoom.
28. Pick me up. Here we go.
I got it.
First down, Mayfield. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Chandler Jones, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Throwing, Mayfield, and he's going to go down again. Chandler Jones in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. Mayfield and his Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
Run. Hey, echo. Hurry.
3rd and long for Mayfield. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Corey Peters. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fielded at about the 28. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Buying time to his left. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. Murray now on 1st down. It's complete. It's Fitzgerald. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Murray going to throw. On the move to his left. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly... And that is caught! Touchdown, Cardinals! Andy Isabella with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Check right.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Hey, Haywood.
34. Scoop. Watch the run.
Hey, alert.
34's a Mike. He's coming. Check him.
Hey, me and you all day. I'm coming after you.
Hey, Delta.
Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 38-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Hey, alert. Let's go.
Mayfield with it once more. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Byron Murphy, the rookie from Washington. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Browns drive about to get started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. On second down, Mayfield again. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
They just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them.
Let's go.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. defense, don't give up any points, turn the ball back over to the offense, and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
To throw, it's Murray. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
58, come on.
Following the interception, Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is down to 28-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Request to win. Let's go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive? And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. After the sack on first down, Murray, and he finds Fitzgerald. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Murray completes it to Fitzgerald. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And this offense is going to take over at their own 20-yard line. Mayfield now. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Browns get a score closer. Vinatieri now for the point after. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Olivier Vernon, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Murray now. On the crossing route, complete. That's Fitzgerald. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. The young buck finding the veteran there. There is 14 years separating Kyler Murray and Larry Fitzgerald. Murray turning 20. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Sheldon Richardson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Andy Lee now. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Great coverage there. Holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play.
Odell Beckham Jr. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham with another touchdown, number 24 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. So the call's made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2.
X3, 218, chopper.
Alert flare. Wide, get wide.
From the gun, Mayfield steps away. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Murray steps away to his left. Murray fighting, lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. The 20, 10. So he went out of the pocket left, and then things got dicey.
And what often happens is when they get outside, they want to keep their eyes downfield in order to try and complete a pass. But when they try to make a play, they've got to get their footwork involved, and that can really mess them up as well. And in this case, nothing went right, and the ball got knocked free.
And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Hurry!
50 extra.
They'll give it to Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. From back at the 2, here's 3rd and goal.
Let's go,
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry. Jarvis Landry, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Browns are back in front. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. They go with Chubb on second down. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Hurry!
51's the mic. 50 smooth. 51's the mic. 50.
Mayfield to throw it. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Mayfield hands to Chubb on the draw. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
51's the mic.
Hey, alert!
You have to get tired of seeing me.
Mayfield looks to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
When you get your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play.
51.
They'll get it in the hands of Beckham. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now Mayfield to the goal line, but it's incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And thee coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well. A big spot now for the rookie Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Flushed out right. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one goes for 24 yards. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Browns drive about to get started. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Challenge, 64, weak.
Check 31, check 31.
Mayfield. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked in.
And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Here's Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Run.
Now Mayfield. They'll find Taylor. That's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. And able to spike it with time remaining. And they'll have a shot at a long field goal now that could win this game. So it comes down to a man who has done this many, many times before, Adam Vinatieri. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Hey, on 133. Hey, team 6.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Murray's throw on target to Christian Kirk. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Browns' 46.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Murray to air it out again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long.
53's the mic. Here we go.
Murray with a 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete. The veteran Morgan Burnett there on the coverage. Well done by the defense. They did their job here in overtime.
Boy, did they ever, because now it's 4th and really long. So if you do decide to go for it, people think you might be a little bit on the nut side, don't they? But guess what? If I did decide to go for it, I'd call something deep. I'd throw a deep pass and hope that the defense didn't remember to just knock it down. If they intercept it, it's almost like a great punt and helps out your defense with field position.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 18. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Chandler Jones, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hey, check back 34.
2 minutes left in this overtime session and still all tied. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. What can Mayfield do here in the OT? And his throw is incomplete. Nick Chubb, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. This being their 2nd opportunity in overtime, 3rd overall drive, see if they can settle into a rhythm.
And that's what you're looking for. Get a few first downs, move the ball downfield, have some confidence, get yourself in a spot where you can at least kick a field goal to win it. But I tell you this, if I'm the play caller, I'm looking at that part of my sheet that says playmakers. Get the ball in their hands, critical situation, now's their time.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Byron Murphy, the first pick of the 2nd round there defensively. Here's Jamie Gillen now on for a very important punt here in overtime. Fielded just inside the 20. So a change of possession here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Neither team scored yet. Now we go to sudden death. Next points win this game.
How about the tension right now? It is ratcheted up, isn't it?
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT.